going to have a crack. He is, you know. Oh, I say! Brilliant! That is schoolboy's own stuff. Oh, I bet even he can't believe it.
Good morning and good morning to you. Welcome to this new episode of Good Morning Tottenham Way, a Friday episode, the day before the game, right here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium with Tottenham, of course, playing Brighton. My, these games are coming thick and fast. By the time you get past one, you're already on the back of the other. Guys, what can we do? Well, let's start this. Let's start with a win, shall we? That'd be great to start with a win first and foremost. But look, let's get into it a little bit. Going to the team and how we're going to be going into that game. I believe personally that, of course, Vicario will take his place back. I think Porro, Van der Ven, Romero would have had a rest from the Coventry game that we comfortably got through. Udogie will be back, and I think, look, in the midfield, I can see Bentancur keeping his place. I thought he was really good the other night, but also with the ban so close, his imminent ban coming in at some point, why not make the most of the use, allow Bissouma a full recovery. Bissouma, by the way, could be back possibly on the bench for tomorrow. It may be too soon, but I think why rush his return back in the team when you got Bentancur? Use him, and then probably from the next game onwards, we can start using Bissouma again. The options up front for Spurs are probably a little bit more limited, mainly because Odegaard and Werner picked up an injury, so there could be a place and bench, maybe two, but certainly for Mikey Moore, might be an option where we have him on a bench available to come on if needed be. So I could see the forward line, I can almost certainly 100% say it's going to be Johnson on the right, Son on the left, and Solanke up front. I'll get to Solanke in just a second. In midfield, like I said, I could see Rodrigo Bentancur being confirmed, also because he had a really good game on Wednesday night, and he provided the important assist which led to Johnson scoring that goal. So that's a really good combo. You want to try and keep and give continuity moving to the next game. So I could see Bentancur taking his place. The players that could go alongside him, 100% Kulusevski's got to be in that team. He's probably been one of the very few players, let me know if you agree, one of the very few players who's looked really good and is a completely different player playing through the middle than he probably is on the right hand side. I think he just gives us another dimension in that middle of the park. Could chip in with a few more goals, certainly. That's something that he can definitely improve on. But I've liked his start to the season. I've liked his contribution to what he's trying to do, and I've liked, even when he's come on as a sub, he's come in with a proper purpose to actually put a dent on the game. He did that against Coventry the other night, but I've like I said, throughout the season, or since the start of the season, I've liked his input in the game, be it from the start and off the bench. And like I said, if he can add one or two goals, even more better. And the other player in the central midfield I can see playing alongside Kulusevski and Bentancur is Maddison. So that probably give us a real technical midfield, probably less running. So maybe it could be an opportunity for Papas Matasar. It depends how Postecoglou sees this. But for me, right now, I can see Kulu Maddison in front of Bentancur in a holding midfield. Like I said, up front, it's kind of decides for itself. So, and at the back, there's not really much to I can see the other three players, Porro, Van der Ven and Romero, as I said, back with Udogie on the left-hand side. And of course, Vicario back in goal. Wasn't impressed with Foster at all the other night. I just think he's too old school, guys. I think he's part is of that generation of goalkeepers where the modern keepers are taking over. He's one of the old school keepers, and just doesn't fit the way we play or the way we're trying to play anyway. So in future, hopefully in the cup games, if we are going to make a change and rest the likes of Vicario, I'd like to see Austin or even Whiteman get a possibility, get a chance. Never really seen these guys. I want to see them play, other than the times where I see him in the stadium doing the warm-ups. I want to see him involved in the actual game, get a look of them. Let me know how you feel about that. But that's the team is almost certainly for tomorrow. It's picking himself. Solanke, I was saying earlier on, really want to see this guy not only hit form but actually give us the goals. Shame he couldn't get a goal the other night, but I really want to see him hit the ground running tomorrow. Ideally would be perfect time as any at home in front of our fans to get his goals, maybe even more than one, to get his confidence up and running, and also gives him a certain striker, and he lives for goals. It's like a blood getting in, through your veins. You want to give him that lift, and hopefully we can provide him the service to allow him to go on to do that. So that's in terms of how the team is looking for tomorrow. What I want to see, guys, is a really good performance. Yes, the result has to come, but we really want to see a real good performance right from the off. I think the tempo has to be set from the off. First 15-20 minutes, for me, always sets the tone for the rest of the game. How we come out of the blocks and get onto Brentford, who, listen, they're no mugs. They're a good side. They could hurt us as well going the other way. So we have to be mindful of that, be defensively attentive, and also the set pieces as well as their counter-attack. They can really get a couple of good players that are in the forward line, but also they're very, very quick and they can hurt us going the other way. So we've got to be mindful of defensively attentive, be better in set pieces, and of course attack them from the off and go and get the win. Go and play with character, show some balls and play for the manager. We are going to keep this manager moving forwards. We have to give him something as well, and he too needs to give us something more with the changes that he makes and with the approaches of the game going into them. I'm not saying change your way of playing football, but sometimes tweak it depending on who you're playing against. Let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comments below. Like, comment and subscribe, and as always, forever always, come on, you Spurs!
The first game we look for, Robbie. Tottenham away. When we got Tottenham away.